Take this side cover off and figure out how the clutch comes off. I just took and hammered a Torx head down into the Allen bolt, and they seem to work all right now. They'll get swapped for something different. I just some regular hex head bolts. I'm not worried about it looking clean or nothing. I'm trying to, I mean, I got it up on Facebook Marketplace for $500 because I looked on eBay and used parts from one of these things. You know, just what I have on this one comes to around $900. So if somebody bought it and tried to fix it, but that didn't work out, they could still just about part it out and, you know, turn a tidy little profit. And that's kind of something I plan on doing eventually is, you know, old motorcycles that just have no chance of running, you know, missing the engine and other major components, just part them out. I did that with a little 2000 Honda XR100, I think it was, and that was missing the engine and I think the rear rim. No, and I actually pulled it from the same scrap pile as this. That rear shock bolt's loose. That's not good. I'm going to tighten that up before I forget it. Just for pulling it out of the scrap pile and breaking it down to its components, I think I made like $400 off of that thing. Might have took a month or two, but you know, it took about an hour to break it down, because it was half broke down to begin with, and then figure another hour, maybe 2 hours for cataloging and listing everything, you know. So 400 ain't a bad payday as far as that goes. Well, I missed a fastener. When you make something fast, it don't move. Or, you know, you put in your fasteners and you make it fast, and then it's not going to move anymore. You make it immobile. I think of dumb stuff sometimes. I don't know what the heck's wrong with me. Like that. I don't have a petcock on this yet, and I'm sure you noticed that it's idling way out of hand, and so I'm suspecting crank seals on an old two-stroke. You may as well just suspect crank seals, get them done as soon as you can. Alright, so we got a nut right in the center here. There's where your kickstart, right in the center on this Jog 50 is where your kickstart engages, and the kickstart skips awful bad on this thing. And this little cog right there that's your kickstart, and that is just chewed right up. Now let's try it. There she goes. Alright, so for our stack up, 17mm nut. A washer. The splined dog thing for the Kickstarter. And it looks a little ragged too. That's from somebody just wailing away on the Kickstarter. You know, you get on a Kickstarter, you push the Kickstarter down until it catches, and then you freaking just shove. You don't just get on there and bang it. Okay, next we got the splined outer drive clutch sheave. Take off the belt. Yeah, could be worse. Now, is this thing? Oh boy, I feel springs or something. What's this sort of bushing in there? And there's a bushing. It's going to go between the two sheaves and rides on the shaft. Oh man, I don't like. Oh, there's a rubber something or other in there. A rubber boot. Oh, it moved it. I hope that wasn't a bad thing. But better or worse, it's moving somehow. Oh, that kills. Alright. Okay, so we got a bunch of rollers in there with flat spots on them. I don't know, maybe that's maybe that's your what counts as your clutch weights. I am not sure. Not sure about that. Or maybe as they roll, they push this. All right, as they would fly out, they would want to push this sheave. Well, all right, as these rollers come out, they would want to push down, or well, they'd want to push these two sheaves closer together, which would make your belt ride higher in the groove, which would gear you up. So this is your transmission. They got a bunch of flat spots on them. I wonder if I can just make them out of any old thing. Do they have to be something special? I'm not going to take them out right now though, because I don't need all that heartache in my life. You know, this thing. Okay, I got it. We're good. Just tap her around a little bit. No, yeah, it's just hooked on this. It's just kind of caught on there. It's splined all the way back. At least it looks like it. And this thing should slide off. Oh man, it hurts. Everybody hurts something. Oh, she's coming. Coming. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. All right. Come on, baby. There she comes. There she comes. There she coming. She's coming. She's coming. Can you hear her squealing? Come on, home stretch. I got a bunch of short hairs now, bud. Oh, okay, there it is. All right. Let's try to keep this all together. In this case, you don't want to keep them separated. Let's just stack this how it kind of goes. All right. So we got the we got this doodad with the nylon doodads, and then the inner sheave and the rollers, and you got the outer sheave. You got the dog for the Kickstarter. You got the washer. Oh, wait a minute. And you got this bushing that goes in between the two. Okay. Dog for the Kickstarter. Flat washer. And a 17mm nut. And that There's your stack up. Right like that. Can't show you very well. Alright, and then we got a thinger. Just a collar with a sort of rubber boots in there. It seems flexible. The boot just comes out. Alright, that's fine. Clean that up a little bit. Pop her back in. Not sure what it's for. Some kind of dust seal. Probably keep junk. I don't know. Probably keep junk from getting into the primary clutch. Alright. And here we got number 3 Phillips heads, and they've been peened right on the edges because they do not want those to come out. We got some more nylon for this whole, oh look, goodly. That whole thing just kind of slides right on out. Beauty. That's nice. I didn't want to have to take that whole thing apart. Okay, so that's going to go under there. Or maybe we should go like this. Oh, well, how about like this? 17mm nut, flat washer, dog for the Kickstarter, outer pulley sheave, bushing. Keep the inner pulley sheave and the nylon doodads and the rollers and all that goodness together. Oh, one of the rollers did come out though, or kind of got cocked in there, so I can easily pick it out. It was like, I don't know, it's real kind of slick, but there is a flat spot on them, and I imagine, well, there's a couple of little flat spots and then there's one big one. Imagine they ain't gonna work proper like that. I wonder if I could sort of put these in the lathe and round them off, touch them up a little bit, because it has a flat spot on all of them. Don't think they'd want to work properly like that. Anyhow, get that nylon doodad. Oh, there it is. Okay. And then this 24 goo thing, some kind of plate. That's gonna just have a little chill on there. And then you got your rubber boot, and then you got your mystery Da Vinci item. Alright, so now we're down to a gear. Yep, it's a gear. And then I got 2 number 3 Phillips heads. They are not peened over, thankfully. Let's see if the rattle gun will pull those out. I bet it will. They look crusty. This thing has seen its fair share of water and mud and grime and all sorts of other nonsense, and that's just, poor thing has been beaten to death. Okay, so this is also your starter pilot that I'm going to work with right here. Oh, there's one. One Phillips head. Ha ha ha. Yeah, baby. Oh, God, get yourself a rattle gun. This should, looks like it lifts off. And at least spin out of the way, maybe just barely enough. No. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's a very, it spins on there just fine. Oh, there it goes. Alright. And that should let us get this gear off, I think. Alright. Oh. There's a big stinking needle bearing under there. Alright, so oh crap. Yeah, like that. Hey, let's put it back on for practice. Yeah, that's how it goes. Alright. Well, needle bearing came off with it this time. Alright, so there's a bearing off. Let's see if we nope. I can still hear it. It still sounds like garbage. So it's not that bearing. Well, it could be, but that's not the immediate cause of my noise. So we're gonna go deeper. 3 more. You know what, I'm gonna stick these guys back where they belong. I like to do that. If I can stick it back, I like to stick it back. That way I don't hopefully lose track of things. Just leave the screws protruding way out so it's hopefully obvious that they have not been tightened. Alright, come on, babe. One. I'm sorry if you guys can't really see. I hope you get something out of this. At least maybe I might know how it goes back together. Maybe. Or, oh, dang, that was a good one. Get yourself a rattle gun. Holy smokes, this thing is, wow. Alright. Well, we got a seal directly under that. And another bushing. Okay. I'm running out of room here. Alright, I gotta do a little revamping on my little my awesome bike lift, and I'll be back. Here's our stack up. Let's go from inside to out. You got this collar with the 3 number 3 Phillips heads, and you got a bushing that goes on your shaft. You know, that just kind of sits in there. You have a gear and a needle bearing inside of that gear that rides on that collar there. Then you got the Da Vinci item, rubber boot with steel sleeve thinger. Let's see if I can pick this up. Okay, inner pulley sheave with the rollers and the, you know, this little plate on the back. I'm not taking that apart, sorry. You got another bushing that goes into there. Outer pulley sheave. These could use cleaned up a little bit. Kickstarter dog, woof woof, flat washer, and a 17mm nut. Facebook Marketplace kind of drives me insane. You get people and they just tap that quick "is this available" button. You know, it kind of bothers me, but I'll deal with it, and I'll say hi, and whoever's first name it is, yes, I still have it, something like that, you know, instead of just sending back the quick thumbs up, because I'm more likely to get some kind of reply then. But if they do reply, 90% of the time it's a stupid lowball offer. Like this one, I got it at 500, and they'll put 250, 100. No. And they never read the description on the ad. Right in the front of the ad, or in the top of the ad, this thing says no title, runs and drives, price is firm. I might accept a trade for an early, like 73 and earlier Honda Twin. You know, whatever condition, title doesn't matter. As long as it's mostly there and the engine turns over and has some kind of compression, you know, I got something to work with, I'd swap for it. If it's just something sitting in somebody's backyard and they want rid of it, you know, and they'd rather have this thing for some reason, I'd trade for that. And price is firm. That means the price is firm. If somebody has an ad and they say price is firm, if it's worth that to me, I'll pay it. You know, I always come cash in hand. I mean, if I get there and I see a big stinking issue, I'll be like, hey man. Or usually I'll just be like, all right, take it easy and walk. But you know, if there's a big issue and I still want it, I might bring that up and see if I can get a break. But usually I'll come prepared with cash in hand. I want it or I don't. I don't do the haggling thing. at least if they wouldn't come up with stupid lowball offers, you know, try like, I don't know, 400. I don't want 400, but I might take it. And, you know, then they're asking all the questions. Does it run? Read the ad. Does it have a title? Read the ad. You know? Anymore, I just, that's my response. I'll say, hi, first name, I still have it. Please make sure to read the ad. Okay, this ain't gonna pry out for me. What I'm gonna do, is a different sort of thing. I don't want to have to split the case on this thing. That's just a pain. Oh, so we're going to take a self-tapping screw and an appropriate driver for it. With any luck, and find spots where I can not hit numbers. Looks like right here and right there. So that'll give us two good spots to pull on. Oh, I left my tobacco open. My papers are going to blow away. May as well just do them both of the crank bearings. I'll get the what do I get? Well, I'll get it opened up. Take note of the numbers on the bearings. Call the guy and you know, have him set me up. And he won't drop ship to my house. Maybe to your house if you're out really far away. He might, but you know, there's places all over to do this. I'm sure. Order bearings just about anywhere. Okay, so what I do? Take my self tapper. Let's start, please. Come on now. All right, let me go find another self tapper. Come on, in there. There you go. No, I'm gonna just push it out. All right. Yeah, I hope you get the idea. Run like a screw into there, and you know, try to pull your seal out that way. Oh, there she goes. Check it out. Ugh, lots of garbage on that seal. So now, you know, I got pretty much a good inside and outer dimension, and I still have numbers instead of jamming a screwdriver in there and just wrecking everything. You know, I still have something that the guy can work with, that I can bring him in and he can hook me up with something, you know. Yeah, this really got lots and lots of water in it. And let's look at this crank bearing in here. That's a ball bearing. Yeah, that thing's smoked. Oh man, it really looks like I gotta split the case to do this too. Well, that stinks. I don't want to split the case. But it looks like I'm gonna. Or do I have to? Is there another way around it? Is this whole thing one solid casting? Sort of looks like it. Yeah, I'll have to split the case. And yeah, that bearing's done had it. And we may as well count on the other one too. Matter of fact, maybe I'll just stick this back together so I don't lose track of anything. I'll flip it around and we'll repeat the process on the other side. Hopefully I got enough memory. Do I? 14 minutes. Well, I'd have to make it quick, but I think I can do it. Heck with it. Might end up dumping my card, but we'll show reassembly on this side. Okay, so we're not putting it together to put it home, but you know, you'll get the idea. Crank seal, and it'll drive into there. And we're gonna stick this collared sleeve, what you do it on there, you know, thinger. Get my number 3 driver. 1 second. I'm just barely putting it back together so I don't lose track of anything, because it might be a minute until I get to actually splitting the case on this thing. I'm just kind of exploratory surgery, you know. And unless, well, no, I might have to actually run it back together. But that seal ought to come back out with any luck. Kind of seems like, you know, let's give something a try. Might be able to run your seal in with this plate, which would be sort of nice. Yeah. Handy little press tool right on the machine, you know? That's cool. That's home. That's home. That's home. Alright, well, later. Then stick your bushing into there. The big, oh, hang on. I'm going to take these guys out again. Take the starter pilot off, put the gear and the needle bearing on that big collar, and the needle bearing, please, thank you. There you go. Have to get it just right. All right, and then the side with the tab goes to the front. Do believe, and I got this backwards. One moment. You want the big collar sticking out at you. You know, you want that out. That would have been a hell of a thing. Okay, and that engages your starter. Your Bendix gear or whatever, you know. Yeah, we're just going to stick it together. Love this rattle gun. I love it, I love it. Okay, and then, what was it, the Da Vinci device? Yes, the Da Vinci goes on. It goes on like that. Real nice like. Or does it? Does it? Yes, it does. It does. It do. Okay, rubber boot. It's just gonna kind of, oh crap, I picked it up the wrong way. Now I got to reset all the dang rollers. I'll do this quick. Actually, maybe it's a better idea to stick that boot onto the... What is that sticking on there? Must have been just stuck, I guess. I don't know. Stick the rollers back in. Stick the doodad back in. And we'll just... Is this a twist lock sort of thing? Yes, it is. It's a twist lock sort of thing. It sure looks like it anyways. Oh crap, I got it cocked. Got it messed up on there. Oh, there's junk all over it. That ain't helping me. Yeah, it is like a, you know. Let's try this away. well, I think it's supposed to twist into there and lock, but right now it ain't gonna, because it ain't cleaned up. But imagine that I went clunk and it set real nice. All right. Okay. She gone. She gone. I don't know who that is. He waves. So I'll wave. Bushing that fits in there. Give that a little love tap. Alright. Hang on, I gotta kind of drift that on just a hair better. Something ain't lined up. Hang on. Why for do you do that? No, that's just how it goes. Alright, man. That thing going, oh yeah, that goes on a little farther. And then you got splines sticking out for the outer sheave. If you can line the splines up on that. There you go. Wait a minute, let's stick the drive belt on there just for fun. Just so I don't lose track. That don't seem right at all. That just don't seem right. I'll probably, they took the dry belt. Yeah, that's more better. Now I got some slack. All right. Open up the rear sheaves to get yourself some slack on the belt. All right. Kickstart dog. Kickstart dog. Oof, oof. Flat washer. 17 nut. And you're back together. You know, put your case back on, case cover side thing. Lottie freaking da. I'm down to 7 minutes on my card, so I'll probably put this up first and then put the other side up another day. But I know at least one of my crank bearings is shot. I'm gonna do both of them. Heck with it. And it looks like I'm gonna have to split the case. But this ain't gonna be like a typical motorcycle case where you got all those gears and whatnot. So hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. He said, not knowing just how bad it was gonna get. Yeah, take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching, and later. Wise man say, start them all before you tighten one. Wise man also say, don't write your thoughts like that.